In many ways, to study religion is to study the diversity of the different populations across the world. Hinduism, Buddhism, right? Confucianism, Judaism, Christianity, Islam.
I think religious studies is more about not necessarily just religions, but also extends to beliefs and being able to understand more about people's way of life.
You know, we look at the different traditions historically, right? We look at them philosophically. We also look at the different, the sacred texts and rituals and practices of these traditions.
Our religious studies department and the professors who are in it do a really good job of pushing students outside of that traditional thinking, and they make you kind of think about different practices or different faiths that you might not have ever encountered or things that you wouldn't necessarily have considered otherwise.
Religious traditions, you're talking about difference, right? It doesn't mean that there's not overlap, but you're talking about difference, different histories, experiences, conceptions of the sacred, conceptions of transcendence, what it means to live a good life.
The most important experience for me in regards to ethics has been working for the Manuscript Migration Lab, because we're constantly wrestling with how do we as scholars deal with the objects that the library has and that we've collected, and how do we approach cultural heritage and like restitution, and it's kind of shown me the importance of the skills I'm learning now and how they apply to the real world.
Some people approach religion through history. Others are anthropologists. Myself, I kind of more kind of literary and philosophical. There are others who look at sacred texts and maybe archaeology and so forth.
Not only was I a religious studies major, I was also able to study environmental science and policy as a double major, and then Latino studies in the global South. So whenever I got the chance, I would bring in these other two areas of interest into my religious studies course.
The students, they bring in a kind of curiosity, experiences, questions, right? They often challenge some of the ways I think about things, right, in their papers and their interventions in class.
People are very passionate about what they have faith in. And that's one of the more fascinating things to me personally about religion.
And so it's really the passion, in addition to my colleagues, the passion of the students, I think that generates, that keeps my passion going in a certain way.